6 wickets in hand over 7 overs to spare. That's how comprehensive India's victory against Pakistan was today in the group stage game of the Champions Trophy. The match was played here at the Dubai International Stadium. Pakistan won the toss, opted to bat first, couldn't get going with the bat. They got a crucial start which they had been missing. Babar Azam was batting in the 20s when Hardik Pandya came and gave India the breakthrough they were looking for. A partnership happened in the middle overs. Rizwan and South Shakil did kind of try to do the repair job, but when Hardik Pandya, Akshar Patel, Ravindra Jadeja, Kuldeep Yadav, all of them combined and applied the middle overs choke, it was difficult for Pakistan to just break free and get out of the jail. They couldn't find that jailbreak card. They kept struggling for it. They weren't able to find even when they came out to defend the total with the ball. Shubman Gill was at his belligerent best. I wouldn't use the word belligerent because he was as classy as he could get. There were 2 shots there where he held the pose for the photographers and looked as elegant as he has looked in the tournament so far and in the ODIs preceding the Champions Trophy. But it was that man. It was that man, number 18, Virat Kohli again, scoring his 100, gesturing to his coach sitting in the stands, Mr. Rajkumar Sharma, that he's not done yet. He's still very much here. That meant a lot to the coach, to the ward, because a lot of criticism came his way for not scoring runs. Even after the 100 which came in the Perth test against Australia, when the runs dried up in the ODIs, when the runs weren't coming, when the tons weren't coming, they always expect a ton from Virat Kohli. The criticism mounted. He responded in fine fashion. The team was practicing yesterday at the ICC Academy. He came an hour before. Shreyas Iyer said he looked as crisp as ever, and he showed that. Shreyas was involved in a very crucial partnership with Virat Kohli and probably had the best seat in the house to watch fireworks, and Virat Kohli didn't disappoint anyone. The capacity crowd, some Indian cricketers like Surya Kumar Yadav, Abhishek Sharma, Tilak Verma, they were in attendance, they were watching the action from the stands. He didn't disappoint anyone. But that brings us to a very important question now. We all know what Virat did. We all know what we can expect from the likes of Virat Kohli. But is it time? Is it time for the International Cricket Council and even for the Asian Cricket Council to move beyond the India-Pakistan, to just get over India-Pakistan games? Are these games actually living up the hype? Pakistan are yet to beat India in ODIs since that 2017 Champions Trophy final, which was in 2017, like 8 years back. They're yet to beat India in this format. Today's match was as one-sided as it could get. Pakistan, for that brief little period with the bat, did promise, did look threatening. We thought that there could be a partnership happening, a big partnership coming, 270, 280, could be a very tricky total on this surface, but it never happened. Just like it didn't happen in Ahmedabad. Just like even, it's a different format, but just like even coming close in 2 consecutive T20 World Cup matches in 22 and 24, they just couldn't finish the job. And nothing has changed with Pakistan cricket. Shaheen Afridi is still there, Haris Rauf is still there, Naseem Shah is still there, and Indian batters are milking them for fun. Even today, Shaheen Afridi, except a couple of overs when the ball was still hard and new, he did test the likes of Rohit and Gill. But once it got softer, they just didn't have a plan B. Abrar probably was the pick of the bowlers from both sides, I would say. He didn't have support like the Indian spinners had from the other end, but Abrar was the lone warrior there and he kept all Indian batters quiet. And that was a phenomenal job for a boy playing, that high pressure game against India with 70 to 80% of the crowd cheering for India, and it was a must-win game for Pakistan. Now, technically, they are out of the tournament. Mathematically, they could still be alive, but as Mohammad Rizwan said, Pakistan captain who came for the press conference, he quite candidly and very honestly said that our Champions Trophy is as good as over. And he said he doesn't like the fact that you have to depend on other teams for qualification, and that is the position and situation Pakistan cricket finds themselves in right now. Very unfortunate, and I think it's high time that the obsession around India versus Pakistan dies down, because they are definitely coming across as overhyped fixtures right now. They're not living up to the hype. They are clearly not living up to the hype. We are seeing a major difference between the skill set of both teams. Pakistan are a much inferior team on paper, skill-wise, temperament-wise, holding on to those crunch situations in the match. They just haven't been able to do that. So if they haven't been able to do that, might as well put them in different groups and wait for the knockouts to take over, because group stages, when India and Pakistan meet, India beat Pakistan, Pakistan are deflated, they just don't progress in the tournament. So is it all right for Pakistan cricket? Is it all right for world cricket just to see one India versus Pakistan contest when it could well be a India-Pakistan knockout contest? Maybe when the stakes are higher, the pressure is much higher, tables could well turn. Maybe India will turn the pressure, who knows? But just spice up things a bit, right? Because this approach is clearly not helping. 2013, we saw a one-sided game in Ahmedabad. Now 2025 in Dubai, neutral venue. The pitch was, yes, on the slower side, but that's no excuse, right? The pitch was the same for both teams, and Pakistan themselves decided to bat first. They did say at the post-match presser that the wicket eased out after the first innings, but they had the option to bat in the second innings. So why didn't they do that? So all these questions are for a different day. Today was Virat Kohli's day, as we all saw, but that question still remains: is it time to move on from the overhyped rivalry of India and Pakistan? Clearly, it's not living up to the billing. It's clearly not the top fixture it used to be some time back. So it's high time the organizers, the administrators sit down, take stock of situation, whether it is still the marketable property it used to be. So keep watching Times of India Sports. We'll keep bringing you all the updates from Dubai. India have won both their fixtures played in the Champions Trophy so far. Sealed their last four spot. Will be playing the semi-final here in Dubai, and let's see what's in store for the rest of the teams, because India will now take on New Zealand here in Dubai on March 2. So it will be a very busy week in Pakistan, where the other three teams would be decided of the Champions Trophy. So keep watching. Like, share, subscribe, click the bell icon so that you are notified whenever we go live and whenever we share an update on YouTube for you.